There is a story about an old house in Cadiz, Spain. A large house with ancient architecture. At first glance it looks beautiful even though this house is an abandoned house. However, it turns out that the house has a horror story, where the people who live around the house often hear the screams of girls who seem to echo in the darkness of the night. People call this house La Casa de los Espejos, or the House of Mirrors. Why is it called the House of Mirrors? This is how it started. In the past, there was a Marine who occupied the house with his wife and daughter. Because of his position in the Navy, this man is mostly out of the house. His daughter always cries when this man goes to work. Because this daughter has a fondness for mirrors, so this man comes home every time he brings his daughter a mirror, until the house is almost filled with mirrors. Over time, his daughter grew up and his wife got older. His wife started to hate looking in the mirror because she felt she was not beautiful anymore. And she started to hate her own daughter. She hates the beauty of her own daughter. She also hates it because according to her husband doesn't love her and loves her daughter more. One day, when her husband was away on duty, he poisoned his own daughter. And his daughter looked in pain from the poison. Blood started coming out of her eyes and mouth. She just kept silent watching her daughter scream in pain. Then died. Until her husband came home, he told her that their daughter had an epidemic and then died. The husband did not accept his daughter's death. He spent 7 days sitting pensively in his daughter's bed. He was lost in deep sorrow. Until then, he looked in the mirror, the first mirror he gave to his daughter. He saw the reflection of his dead daughter. Her daughter's reflection in the mirror was horrific. Her eyes were wide open and her mouth gaped. Blood was coming out of her eyes and mouth. Then a reflection appeared when his wife was poisoning her daughter and then silently watched her daughter scream in pain. At that time he also went down to meet his wife and then took her to the police station on charges of killing her own child. The wife was imprisoned and spent the rest of her life in prison. The man decided to leave the house. And the house is still in the state it was left in. However, every night, you will hear the sound of a girl crying, screaming in pain. Someone once tried to go inside, and in less than an hour, they were out again, because what they saw was too scary. And considering the house is full of mirrors, you probably wouldn't believe your own reflection in the mirror.